welcome everyone to the 7th year of the Nintendo Switch out in the market. As we know it, it is coming to the end of all times for the Nintendo Switch. At least that's what we're feeling, right? Surely I'm not the only one who thinks that this is it. This is the last year that the Switch is going to be like the big Nintendo console in the market, right? Like, I think everyone now feels that the next console is on the horizon. And I kind of just wanted to look at the big numbers that Nintendo has been pushing out, because they've been doing super well with the Switch over the past 7 years. And honestly, I don't even have a lot to say about the games, but let's touch up on the games just a little before I start getting into the numbers, which is the things that I care about. I like the numbers. For video games, I really enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom last year. I thought it was fun. It's a game that I can't put a lot of time into, unfortunately, but it's good. I enjoyed it. It was definitely fun with the Ultra Hand and, you know, just building all the stuff. I really enjoyed that. So it was just fun, you know, just for a short amount of time, and then I had to give it up. Mario Wonders came out, obviously, and I believe that it is a good Mario game, but I have a lot to say. I have a review coming out relatively soon, so keep an eye on that, and that should come out, you know, it'll come out soon. I believe WarioWare also released last year, and it was fun. It's definitely one of those titles that just keeps you busy, you know, just kinda, when you want to do something, Nintendo's got you covered. I guess F-Zero 99 was fun, but I wasn't really, you know, writing on that. I know there were other games that released, but I may have not purchased them. Maybe I didn't buy them, or maybe I'm just not even thinking about them. Like, maybe I did play them and I just don't remember. But right now, for this year, the only thing I really want is Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. What do we get? We get Mario versus Donkey Kong. I kind of don't care. It seems fine, but it's also just Mario versus Donkey Kong. It seems super easy, so I'm not super interested either, but fine. Princess Peach's Showtime. Again, I may have mentioned this before, probably not, but there's no substance to this game. And I mean, I haven't seen anything about it. I don't know what it is. It's just Peach dressing up. Like, that doesn't excite me. Like, sure, it looks nice, but I don't care. Like, what's the gameplay? Like, where's the gameplay loop? It comes out in about, like, 3 weeks. I don't understand what Nintendo's doing, so... And then Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. It's fine, but it's Luigi's Mansion. I'm not gonna go crazy over it. It's good. Really, the only one that I'm really looking forward to is Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. And that's just because it's one of my favorite games of all time. It's the best GameCube game, in my opinion. If you want a good GameCube game, it's right there. I can't wait for people to try it out. And that's it. That's it for the games. I guess I should mention Super Mario RPG now that we're on Paper Mario. It was fun. I played it for a while. Haven't finished it yet. I hear that it's really short, so I'll get back to it at some point and beat it. But it's been really fun. So that's it for the games, you know, for 2023 and going into 2024. Now I want to talk about the numbers, the sales numbers. What has Nintendo been putting out recently? It's impressive how close they are to having the Switch be the #1 most sold console on the planet. It's kind of just right there. And while Paper Mario won't push it over the edge, I believe maybe the new Pokemon game might. It could, especially because I don't think that Nintendo's is going to outright stop selling the Switch into 2025. So it should help push that forward just a little bit. I don't think that the Nintendo Switch will become #1 during the course of its lifetime, like not between now and 2025. But I think, you know, years later, when it gets a price cut and, you know, Nintendo just getting rid of their stock, that's when it'll pass the 1.55 million units sold. So gotta wait and see for that. We're just gonna be looking into the more recent games, how many units they sold, and then compare them to some of the other top sellers as well. I want to see the top 20 most sold Switch games, so let's get right into it. Yeah, 1.36 million consoles sold to date. Very impressive, putting it in the #3 spot for all video game consoles of all time, just right behind the DS and the PlayStation 2. So let's take a look at everything else here. So Super Mario Bros. Wonder has sold approximately 12 million units at launch, so doing really well. Super Mario RPG has sold 3.15 million units in 6 weeks, which apparently has already beaten the original Super Nintendo variation, which is nice. Like, that's great. It shows that people are interested in Super Mario RPG, so that's good. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the behemoth title for the Nintendo Switch, has now sold over 60 million units, and it doesn't stop selling. And I'm not sure if it's the booster course pass that helped it out. I think the booster course pass didn't really do anything for it in terms of like, oh man, like now I have to get Mario Kart 8. No, I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is just kind of that title that you needed to get with your Switch no matter what. Whether it be because it was bundled in or because it's a good game. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is never going to stop selling regardless, in my opinion. So 60 million is a huge number. And honestly, with the Wii U version, it's apparently at over 69 million copies sold. So it's becoming one of the best sold games of all time, in my opinion. It's going to get there at some point. Maybe. Pikmin 4 has sold over 3.33 million units in 5 months. And it's now the best-selling Pikmin game of all time. It looks like the other one before it was Pikmin 3, which was around like 2.3 million, 2.4 almost. So it's been doing numbers, honestly. So Pikmin 4, good selling game. We had Tears of the Kingdom now selling over 20 million copies. Awesome. That just came out last year. It's only been like 8 months at this point. So it's really, really nice that even with Breath of the Wild on the console, people were still interested in Tears of the Kingdom. And Breath of the Wild actually... Tears of the Kingdom is the second most sold Zelda title, only right behind Breath of the Wild itself. Breath of the Wild is like in the 30 millions at this point. Scarlet and Violet are now at a total of 24.36 million units. Apparently, it's the fastest selling game in the series, and it's the third best selling Pokemon game behind Sword and Shield, which I find is crazy. Sword and Shield sold more? That's wild. Animal Crossing and New Horizons is now pretty much to the 45 million units in 3 years. Again, best selling Animal Crossing game to date, no question. I think if you were to combine all the other Animal Crossing sales, it wouldn't even get close to the sales numbers of New Horizons. So that's phenomenal. That's crazy. I know some people will be like, well, the luck, whatever that thing was, and I'm like, I don't know. I think the Switch just sells games. You could attribute to it releasing in March of 2020, but I don't really think that's what was. It helped it. I think it helped, but I don't think it caused like the huge surge. I mean, let me know in the comments if you disagree. I don't think it did. I think that people just liked Animal Crossing New Horizons, and it was fun, and it popped off. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is now at 33.67 million units worldwide. Again, it's the best-selling title in the franchise, as a Switch game would, and apparently the best-selling fighting game to date. Don't know how that works out. I believe Street Fighter 2 probably would sell more if you combined all Street Fighter 2 variations together, but Mario Odyssey is sitting at 27.65 million copies sold. Yeah, it's the best 3D Mario game. Sword and Shield, we were just talking about it, sitting at 26.17 million units. Second best Pokemon game. I've read it, like, I don't know what's up with Red, Blue, and Green. Like, you just can't seem to beat those titles, but it's fine. I'm sure people loved them when they came out, so it's understandable. Super Mario Party is now at over 20.34 million units, which is apparently the best-selling Mario Party in the series. I did not even think that it would be like that, and then you look at the chart, and it's not even close. It's not even close. I didn't think that Mario Party sold not poorly, but just this little for a Nintendo title. I really thought that Nintendo would have more sales on Mario Party because it's just a fun game. But, oh well, 20 million units is still really impressive, especially for what I consider to be a smaller series like Mario Party. Yeah, I know it's got Mario slapped onto it, but that doesn't mean that it's one of Nintendo's, hard-hitting series. It's still just Mario Party. Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is sitting at 17.2 million copies sold, which is nice. It definitely outsold the Wii U version. And it's outselling, I believe, Mario Wonder. So people were just craving a 2D Mario still. Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury is now sitting at 13.17 million copies. It's outsold the Wii U version because I believe there's only 13 million Wii U consoles out there. So, yay! Mario Party Superstars is sitting at 12.31 million copies to date. Second best Mario Party in the series. Hey, what can I say? It's a good game. Nintendo Switch Sports, unfortunately, is selling over 12.48 million units worldwide. Not what I want to hear. But, actually, wait. It's the worst selling sports title in the Wii Sports series. Never mind. We're back up. Good heavens. Thank God. I don't like Switch Sports. I really don't like that game. I'm glad it sold poorly. I'm glad it sold like dog water. That's really funny. Splatoon 3 is sitting right now at 11.71 million units. I thought they would have more. I thought Splatoon was like super popular. I guess not. It hasn't even outsold Splatoon 2 yet. It'll do it within due time, I imagine. You know, especially now that I think all the DLC is out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but with all the DLC out, I believe people are going to be a little bit more invested into Splatoon 3. So expect that to outsell Splatoon 2 at some point. Luigi's Mansion 3 is sitting at right now, we'll call it 14 million. I'm not going to beat around the bush here. Double that of Luigi's Dark Moon. So really nice. And here we have a big list. 65 Nintendo Switch titles and lifetime sales. So Mario Kart 8 sitting comfortably at top. Obviously, Animal Crossing New Horizons in second. Ultimate in third. Okay, listen, I gotta say, Ultimate is probably like my favorite game of all time, which is dumb to say, but it's really funny to me that it beat out Breath of the Wild. I genuinely thought that Breath of the Wild would break away, and it just couldn't, I guess. So, oh well. Breath of the Wild in fourth, of course. Mario Odyssey in fifth. I'm kind of shocked. Yeah, I mean, Mario Odyssey is good. The presentation's well done, I think, and then the game just feels great. So, good stuff to Mario Party. Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet sitting at 6 and 7 is really funny. That's really funny. And then Super Mario Party being 8th? How did it break top 10? Guys, what are we doing? Why are we playing bad games? I mean, taking a look at this list, well, Mario Wonder, I'm hoping will eventually break into top 10, but right now it's sitting at like 20. Which I'm like, okay, yeah, it just came out, so give it some time. It beat it Super Mario Maker 2. Good heavens. But I want to take a look at the rest of this giant list, see anything here. Paper Mario the Origami King is apparently only sitting, and I do say only, I'm going to emphasize the only, it's only sitting at 3.4 million copies, huh? I genuinely thought that more people were excited for the Origami King. I wasn't aware that, you know, it was gonna, not to say this little, because I think anything selling over 1 million is probably really good, right? Like, surely, if your video game sells over 1 million copies, you're probably ecstatic. But, you know, when Nintendo pushing out some ridiculous numbers, especially for the Switch era, I'm kind of shocked that the Origami King hasn't moved more. I'm hoping, and yes, I am hoping, I mean, I like the Origami King. I think it's probably, I'd say probably like my second favorite game in the series. Please don't hurt me. Please. But I think that Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door will blow it out of the water. Honestly, I think it's going to sell way better than the Origami King. Between people who haven't played the Thousand Year Door and between those who keep on hearing about the Paper Mario purists complaining that, you know, there's no original Paper Mario, and then, you know, the actual Paper Mario purists finally getting their game back, I think we're set up to have a pretty good sales numbers on Thousand Year Door, so hoping to see more on that. Pikmin 4 is, again, 3.3, Super Mario RPG sitting at 3.1. Metroid Dread sitting at 3.0. It's kind of unfortunate. I was kind of hoping Metroid Dread would do a little bit better. I am not happy about seeing Mario Strikers up here. Like being, I mean, I guess soccer is supposed to be better than golf, but god dang it. And then looking at everything else, I'm a little shocked that Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is at 1.9, and then 3 is also at 1.9. I really thought that there would be more players. I thought more people were interested in Xenoblade, but I guess I was wrong. Beatopia, my boy, sitting at in 53rd place at 1.79. Yay! Yay! I'm so happy for it. But yeah, you know, this is like what I love about, you know, this year-round stuff is we get to see all of the sales numbers and to see how, I don't know why I like looking at the sales numbers. It's all arbitrary. It doesn't really matter. Even if the Nintendo Switch does end up, you know, becoming the #1 most sold console of the planet, like, who cares, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. I don't think so, but I would love to see it happen, and I don't know why. Tell me what you guys think about the games that have been coming out so far and what games we're getting in the future. I'm looking forward to Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Gotta be one of the best ones. And let me know what your favorite game on the Switch has been so far. Mine, if I haven't made it obvious at this point, is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Ultimate has done a lot for me. It's helped me meet my friends. It's helped me connect with my friends. I've gotten to travel because of Ultimate. You know, I've joined events because of Ultimate. Ultimate has been my livelihood for the past 5 years, I'd say. And I know it's like, you know, it's not the best, you know, it's not perfect, but what video game is perfect? I think it is just the fact that I have so much fun with it, especially when I'm with my friends, that the rest of the downsides don't really matter, you know, when I'm having fun. So I hope everyone enjoys their Switch for the next year. and I can't wait to see what Nintendo is working on next. So let me know in the comments what you guys want to see from Nintendo's new console. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. Thank you guys so much, and you have yourself a good one. Later.